Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So today's reading is gonna be a different one. I have never done this before. We're going to see what kind of mark do you leave on others or a specific person in your mind. We have 3 piles from the left to right. The first pile is Dendritic Agate. The second pile is Green Aventurine. And the third pile is Calcite Cluster. Pause if you need a little longer, pick the one which calls your name the most. Now I'm going to begin with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the Dendritic Agate, this is going to be your reading. So the first card we have is Baron Brack, Sweetness and Synergy. I feel like there's a very mysterious side to you. Like, you never know what you get with pile number 1. I feel like you represent a lot of chance. Like, we always have the choice to think positive or negative about a situation, and I know that optimism doesn't come very easy when you have had a difficult path. I think that the kind of people that we're talking about over here who you have interacted and left your mark upon are people who have struggled with believing in themselves, believing that good things are possible for them, good fortune is there for them. But I think, having come across you, these people do believe that there's some inspiration that you bring about in people. There's some there's something that you ignite in these people that makes them. I'm hearing the song "My Life Be Like Ooh Ah Ooh." And I'm also seeing a bee right now. Honeybee. We have the elephant spirit learned from the past. It's like, no matter what happens in life, you teach people how to be optimistic. You genuinely, like, how do I sugarcoat this? You really teach people how to be optimistic of their circumstance, with their circumstances. It's not about comparing the cards you have been given or dealt with, but it's also like how you deal with it. So you can sit and compare with the kind of like a hand of cards that other people have, and sit and like uh, be sorrowful about it, excuse me. And I think that in that moment you have 2 choices: either to see the cards that you have and how you're going to play with them, how you're going to deal with them, or you can sit and cry about the cards that you don't have, right? So I think that you are someone, there's like this mystery and this probability you teach people how to place their bets on the probability factor over here, where it's like, what, there's still a probability. It's not like it's a 1-to-1 ratio in life, for the positive and the negative outcome, right? And I think that a lot of it, where we manifest it, I just told you, you have encountered people who have had difficult past, and you could also be one of those people, right? Because I feel like to have that level of optimism and gratefulness and just that poised nature, and I mean literally like a poised optimism and attitude, where it's like, I got this, and you're just standing tall, with your head up. It's like there's nothing that, to be realistic, yeah, a lot of things pull us down. You might have things that you don't talk about, but what you have taught other people is that learn from my own mistakes. I learn from my own mistakes. I don't let other people define who I am, right? I let myself be free. I let myself enjoy life even after things have been rough. Like, it's like maybe you come from a difficult background, and it's not about how you have been given the best of best, but you're a very efficient person. That's what you teach people. I also hear like teach people how to treat you. It's almost like you know how to set good boundaries. You have learned this, and in today's date I feel this strong energy that you are somebody that gives me like the empress energy. I was about to say the emperor, so maybe you have both energies, like a good masculine and feminine, but I think that you withhold a lot of wisdom within you because of the life experiences. It's almost like, hey, you would have not had this life experience if something was not pushing you abundance. I'm telling you, it's your optimism, it's your mindset. We have creativity and I just spoke about boundaries. Thank you, Spirit. It's like come what may. And I think that every time you fall down, you get back up no matter what happens. I don't know if these people are in your life or not, but they sure do learn a lot from you and your nature in life, where it's like we gotta keep our head up, we gotta keep moving on. We cannot let our circumstances define us. Nobody else defines us, nobody tells us who we are. It's like I am the one who decides who I am. And with teach people how to treat you is also like you learn with yourself, you're learning with yourself, you're reparenting yourself. So through this experience I feel like the more you are learning how to treat yourself, the more you are adjusting your boundaries. I see like tightening of a rope, and it's almost like you are building that fortification around yourself, which I call the defense, which I call the boundaries, excuse me. So it could have been that, you used to be quite defensive. And I think now, because you're learning the lessons, or you're understanding how to move about in life and see the value in everything, I think that with the elephant spirit, this is number 25 reduces to 7, which is a divinely guided number. You're seeing Wheel of Fortune. You're seeing the blessing in disguise of how, I know this can be a bittersweet energy, but it is what it is, right? I feel like how your wisdom has actually shaped you into this person who knows how to appreciate the littlest things in life, or is learning how to do that. And I think that you are teaching people around you, or you have left that mark on people, where it's like, I have not had the best childhood, and I think you know that about me. This is what I'm hearing about you. Like, it's almost like you're that person who's like, I have not had that best, the best childhood and the best cards in life. And it's all about like how I keep moving forward, and there's so many phases of me, these phases of me and these faces of me. You just see my face, but you don't know what I have been through to actually look like this abundant in life. And I feel like at a point I was just, like very, very lethargic. I was very unamused, and I was degraded in my own eyes. I used to degrade myself. And I think that at this point I am learning how to, or I have been learning, that my environment doesn't have to define me. Nobody else has to define me. I am the one who decides what I am. We have the 7 of Wands. This is letting down your walls. You teach people how to still learn to trust after your trust has been broken, still learn how to love after your heart has been broken, still learn how to smile after you have just been crying, still learn how to do everything, still learn how to try after failing, basically. We have the page of cups. Yeah, we have cups. Page of cups in reverse. You teach people how to not settle for less in life, no matter where it comes. 10 of cups. Because if you can dream it, you can honestly achieve it for yourself. That's what I'm seeing for you. It's a very visionary energy over here that you don't see in a lot of people, because it takes a very strong mindset. I want to let you know, pile number 1, that you have a very strong mindset. You're very strong mentally, and that's what it has required for you to honestly become this person, with Ace of Cups in the reverse in the back of the deck, with the Nine of Wands. You've been battered down, bruised by life. It has been honestly quite a journey for you to reach here and be like, I want to turn that frown upside down, and nobody else can do that for me, right? So I feel like with the Dendritic Agate as well, like I just feel like you come from a difficult background, like a childhood. And I think that you have learned with the Wheel of Fortune being the only major arcana with abundance. I'm gonna give it all to myself. I don't wait and sit for somebody else to come and save me. I think that maybe in the past you were feeling a little bit like, lack for a better word, entitled, that somebody's gonna come and help you change your life scenarios. But this is what you teach people. No somebody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to save you. We have North Node. We have Jupiter. These are two cards about growth. I do have another one. I'm going to reveal it in a bit. Already getting so many messages for you. This is North Node. This is moving towards your destiny, destined to have. And we have Jupiter, growth and expansion. So when I just see, Jupiter being the largest, it's almost like you live life so freely and abundantly, and it doesn't have to mean that you have the best of things, but it's your spirit. You leave a mark on people where they realize, like, this person, pile number one, I'm not gonna forget them. They meet you once or twice, and if they genuinely get to know who you are, you best believe they're not gonna forget who you are. It's just like you push people to think about where they want to lead their life, and you give them that food for thought just by being yourself. I feel so enthusiastic because this is the energy, this is the kind of person I like to. I actually keep people like that in my life, because influence is a very important thing, and I only keep people, and I make sure that even if there are two people in my life, they are very, very focused on changing circumstances, so that I am not absorbing a lack mentality, or like somewhere where I am stuck and my friends tell me like, hey, you know what, you can push through this. So you sound like that person who never gives up, who's never like, what, we're gonna sit over here, oh my god, like this happened to you. Yes, that happened to you, but you seem like that person who has that feminine feminine presence to them, who has that, like, you have that nurturance, but you have the willpower, the determination, like, fuck no, you know what, we're gonna change this, we're gonna get up and we're gonna change this situation in our own favor, right? We're not gonna be sitting here and wallowing for too long, because guess what, we can, I feel like you are a person who will, you give me those vibes where you're like, okay, I'll give myself a day or two to cry, or even if I need like a month, I'm gonna give myself that, but I am not going to let this situation shape my life. You seem like that person who is, yes, they're gonna allow themselves to sit cry for as long as they want to, but they're never gonna let that circumstance shape their life. I feel like you're that person who will get up, you'll be like, okay, you know what, I have childhood trauma, I have this and that, but I gotta heal my addictions, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. This is a very growth oriented, strong, mentally strong person, and I feel like you're becoming emotionally stronger day by day, because this is all powered by your spirit. We have the Two of Pentacles. This is about like, you're not over here messing about your self-worth. Eight of Wands. You remove yourself quickly. I see swift action over here. I see no indecision with Four of Swords in reverse. Like, hey, you know what, you don't value me over here, I'm gonna leave. And this is the kind of mark that you leave on people. This is so strong. This is like, I value myself. Five of Wands. If you create an internal struggle within me, if my body doesn't feel good around you, if I feel anxiety around you, if you've been my friend since childhood, if I don't get along with you, our vibrations don't match anymore, you best believe I'm gonna leave you. If I feel not good around you, Strength, Leo, Trust vibes, baby. This is what I see. Trust vibes. I trust vibes above everything. Like, I see your energy saying, I gotta trust my gut, the lovers, and whoever is destined to be in my life. You best believe I am going to, be very close to them. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. It's like you want relationships, connections in your life, and everything to be effortlessly. With the lovers energy, I see that you only want, your vibe attracts your tribe. Like, you don't want to mess with nobody who's not on your level. You want to keep like-minded people around, and I feel like you're okay with being alone. Nine of Pentacles, like, this card came out after I said you're okay being alone. The Knight of Pentacles, this gives me with the subconscious energy, Moon in reverse. This is somebody who likes to spiritually uh enlighten themselves, who likes to be like, I am facing a block right now. I don't know what to do, but I sure as hell know that I'm not liking this situation. It's got to change. So what's going to give? Am I going to keep holding on to this person that I feel attached to, or am I going to move forward because I know that there's plenty of people out there, friend, family, or bow? There's a lot of people out there that, I can gel with. So it's like you're not going to put yourself in a place where you wouldn't want, I don't know, your daughter or your son to be. There's something where you treat yourself like you wanted to be treated when you were when you were an infant. Excuse me. Its energy is so amplified. It's almost like, I think that sometimes maybe you also stammer. I'm picking that up for few of you, where your brain works faster than your body can like catch up with it. That happens with me. We have Aquarius, so this is like, when to detach, when to think logically. It's not that just because you're tapped in with your emotions, it's like you're always going to be pouring yourself out there. No, you're going to think about it. I told you, compatibility. What mark do you leave on people is to see, like, your vibe attracts your tribe. I've got to see if, I really gel with this person, otherwise, beat it. I am gonna beat it. You don't have to do shit. I'll leave. Like, I just don't feel like being here anymore. It's a lot about self-worth, value, and I feel like to an extent you know how to practice or perform self-preservation. Alright, so pile number one, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number two. If you chose the green Aventurine, this is going to be a reading. So what kind of mark do you leave on people with the black cat? Fortune meets opportunity. So it is like, subjective what a black cat symbolizes in different religions or areas or countries. And I feel like black cat, for me, I am going to read it the way I perceive it. For me, black cat is very auspicious. Whenever I see a black cat, I think that it's very auspicious, and it's like I feel like it's a very strong indicator from my ancestors. So I tend to note about what I'm thinking, where they're just telling me, calm down, it's okay. So I see that this black cat is sitting over these looking like ancient precious book of secrets or knowledge, and there's like these two eyes. It's like you must be a psychic, but you make people believe in spiritual phenomena of life. You make people believe that there is something as fate and destiny. We have Mercury, think, learn, network, and communicate. You teach people how to expand their horizons, how to not think things the way they have been taught about. So basically you help people reparent themselves perhaps, or unlearn a lot of things that don't work for them. So I'm not just talking about limiting beliefs, but I do feel it comes in like the light and dark attribute of life, like what they have learned about themselves. Yeah, I mean, it ties in with limiting beliefs, I agree. What they have learned about themselves which stops them to pursue their dream life, and dream life exists It's not like I'm presenting a fantasy. When we say about dream life, it's like, what are you manifesting a change for yourself, like tomorrow, for tomorrow, or like a day after tomorrow, or like 3 months from now, or like 4 months from now, and from now, or 5 years down the lane. Like, what are you looking for in your dream life? Slowly by slowly, we're all figuring out what we want and what we don't want. And I think that you help people with the black cat. It's like people think that they have met you and they must have done something really good to have had very close encounters. People are utterly grateful of having you in their life. Wow, see, soulmates. This makes me so like a gooey inside, because I think pile number 2, you don't realize like how dearly you are to people. You are so easy to talk to, and I am telling you, people. Uh, Wow, I need to hold myself. I need to collect myself, because like I need to collect my thoughts, because like I feel so overwhelmed with your energy. It's like you are so loved and you have no idea. Um, because it's almost like I want you to feel that specialty within you. I want you to feel that uniqueness. Like, hey, fire number 2, you are special. You chose the green Aventurine. You make people's heart awaken. You make them want to love. You make them want to take a chance on love. Bear with me, I am having a little bit difficulty speaking today. I think that you help people calm down. You make them feel like, it's okay. You're going through something. It's okay. I'm here. We're going to talk about it. You're such a loving person. That's the first mark that you leave on people. I think at first, like, they're very skeptical of you. They're going to act all, like sketchy, suspicious about your behavior. And then they're going to get to know you, and then they're going to feel like, you know what, this person was amazing. Like, I love spending time with them. Who is that person? And then I feel like a lot of people start feeling like you're their soulmate, or they're meant to be with you because of how easily they get along with you, how real you are. I feel like you are that person in today's generation who is just like, I am a hopeful romantic. Okay, i keep my I keep my light burning, I keep it ignited, and I keep it protected. Like, you're not gonna give your love to just anybody, but who you are at the end of the day is a loving person. So it doesn't take a lot for you to just, I feel like, to open yourself up and just be like, hey, you know what? Love is the essence of life. There's so much happiness in this spiral. We have 8 of Swords in reverse, which is what I spoke about. You inspire people to come out of their comfort zone. You inspire people to think different. You inspire people to just be like, fuck it. Like, I have been thinking about this for a really long time, and I think that it's almost about time that now we allow ourselves to do something for ourselves. You leave that mark. I don't know what I just said, but I just said something. Okay. um you leave this mark on people where they want to do more in life. They want to give themselves more. They want to give themselves the benefit of the doubt and be like, you know what, I think I really do deserve a lot more. Like, I think that I can do a lot more. You make people rethink with the Mercury energy. You make people rethink like what they have been thinking about themselves. You make them want to like get out of their comfort zone, leave their brain. It's like you come and then you help them detangle the knots in their life, detangle their thoughts. Basically, you help people just by being yourself. And I feel like, because you are such a healer and a lover at heart, this energy can become so addictive for people. Like, you feel like you have to constantly keep redefining yourself with people. Like, you have to constantly keep pushing and exerting your boundaries, because people tend to hold on to your energy a lot. I feel like sometimes when you're sleeping at night, or you tend to wake up a lot often, or in the middle of the night, or you know that your angels are telling you something. There's something very psychic about this pile. I feel like you tend to you know that your energy is getting scattered because a lot of people think about you, like people that you just started dating. Like dating, I mean, like you're starting to talk to them, you're getting to know them, you're going out with them. All of them like start envisioning a relationship with you very quickly. That's the kind of mark that you leave on people, because of how enlightening you are, because of how captivating you are. You're different, you're a different species. You're a very wise soul, and I think people really respect that. It's like, I want this gem for myself. I have lost hope in this world that people still want to do relationships, monogamy, loyalty, commitment, right? You make people want to do better. You make people want to manifest as well with the Mercury energy. You make people want to like just think better for themselves. You get people thinking, you get people going, you get them in their fields. I feel like you give them fuel for thought, not even food for thought. You give them fuel to think about things, rethink about things. Like that's the imprint that you leave on people. Wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. So how we say, wow, we have transformation, butterfly spirit, and then we have the deer. Of course, this is such a loving pile. It's like you're going to teach people and spirit time to collaborate. You're going to teach them by your own struggles or just by being yourself that anything is possible for them. If it's possible for you, it's possible for them. Like you give people hope, especially when it comes to love. Like I feel like when they come in touch with you, you revive their jaded light. Even if you are struggling with it yourself, like the way you love, the way you allow people to get to know you, the way you just are. And I hope you really really acknowledge how authentic you are when it comes to love. I really hope you do, because I think that some people over here struggle with seeing themselves the way other people see themselves, like because your insecurities get the best of you sometimes. But overall, I think that you are very wise with the wolf spirit over here. I think that you are truly something. I am hearing. We have the judgment in reverse. You make people think about their wrong decisions, where they are holding themselves back. Again, you make people. It's almost like a lot of people in today's time. And I'm talking about myself. Sometimes when we go through heartbreak, like we stop believing in love, or we just start feeling like it's not gonna happen for us, because every time we try to be with a person and it doesn't work out, it makes you feel like a failure, even though you're learning a lesson. So people stop trying, right? And I am feeling that feeling over here, but it's like how you revive yourself back from it, and you're just like, hey, you know what? No, I try to get lost, survive in this, in this generation, but I can't change who I am. So I get the metaphor again of, how you are somebody who will protect your heart. People notice that, like how you're not, just because you're wanting love, commitment, intimacy, that doesn't mean you just give it to anyone. And that's where also you're redefining levels of self-worth, standards in dating. Today's is something about, just I'm getting the reference of millennial dating rules, like how people first want to hook up and then they want to get to know each other. Like you're like the traditional person, you're probably a lot like that, and you're wanting, see, we have spiritual maturity. Because it's like, if I had to put this in words, it's like you don't have to get naked for somebody to love you, if I'm being very honest. Like I don't have to strip down to make somebody see what I am worth. So you've really redefined today's some sort of like standard, or how people approach dating and love. It's very refreshing. It makes them feel like, oh, this has got to be my person, because like they have such deep levels of intimacy. We have the high priestess in reverse. uh Again, I keep hearing like it's just like coming in touch with you, because you're such a healer. I'm getting a shamanism reference over here, which gives me like, it's like you, yes, you do learn a lot. You're very committed to yourself. I feel like your first love is you. Yes, you cave into your own demons. They get the best of you sometimes, but you always manage your way out of it. That is the thing that I see. You have a vision it's not at all a fantasy. Let me tell you, I don't think you have a fantasy. I think that the fact that you want true genuine love is working as your moral compass. So when you do get a little bit drifted apart from that, or you know, you just get a little bit like you meander around it, you get, you know, lost with it. I feel like that helps you find yourself back again and where do you want to go. So you teach people like what do you really allow in your life. You redefine standards. That's the kind of mark that you leave on people. Hey, I decide where I want to go and I can take back my decision whenever I want to. So if you're somebody that I have given a chance or two, I think sometimes maybe you struggle with, you know, chances, but you're learning that. I see that over here, that you're learning that. You teach people how to treat you as well. With resolving conflict, you do offer forgiveness because you believe that making any relationship, friendship, you know, anything work, forgiveness has to be involved. And you do give people chances. But then again, you know, I think you're getting the hang of who deserves that forgiveness, who deserves that compassion from you. I think that with the High Priestess in reverse, when circumstances are revealed well enough to you, you also see where I could have done better. So you teach people how to be utterly human in love. Utterly human. But I don't see you being blind in love, which is, I think, the blessing of your spirituality by your number two. This is the blessing in disguise, where I think that you take your, you know, you take your goals at it, but then you finally learn and there's no going back. It's like people think, I think they take you lightly at first. They're just gonna be like, yeah, they're a lover, lover, and then later on they're gonna realize once you get the hang of it, you're the most stubborn person ever. And that is again your moral compass. I am hearing that you're not bending backwards, you're bending your back for anyone. You're not doing that, Scorpio, because you love so deep. You love so deep. That is one of the best things about you. You're not somebody who wants to give up on relationships. Let's make that very clear. You want to sort out things. You want to enlighten people. You want to enlighten yourself. If you're finding somebody, if you're finding yourself catching feelings for somebody, if you're investing in them, you're gonna stay consistent. You're never gonna leave them guessing and all that stuff, right? You're gonna be like, I'm gonna care about you the way I care about my own feelings. And I'm not saying that you don't have any flaws, because with Scorpio I feel like the only thing that could be, you know, a difficulty with you is that you maybe like you push people away, or you know, you have your defenses, but I feel like they protect you. I feel like wherever you have pushed people away or you have rejected them, is because your body or your mind or something inside you was not allowing you with pursuing that. It's not like you have not had long-term relationships. I just feel like what's the best thing about you, or what kind of mark you leave on people, is fairly right in front of you. You're a lover at heart, and you revive that loving person within other people. You give them hope that there are people out there as beautiful as you who still believe in love, who are not like, hey, well, let's hook up and then let's see where does this go. You're not that person. You like to give people a surety. You like to be there for them. You give me very Taurian Libra energy, like you're very fair. You know, your Venus could be in Scorpio, or you could have Pisces in 4th house. I'm picking up on that. Or Moon with Pisces. There's something like very sixth sense. I'm getting, you know, very touchy-feely Piscean or water energy. Like, hey, I'm going to care about your heart just the way I care about mine. So you do that in friendships as well, is what I'm hearing. You're a ride or die. And I feel like slowly by slowly, you're learning that you're a giver. And sometimes, yes, that does feel like a, you know, a bane and a boon, like a gift and a curse. But I feel like you gotta believe, and I think that you are believing more in this ability of yourself and how rare it is, and who actually deserves it. So a giver just really needs to learn how to have boundaries, so that that gift doesn't feel like a burden, right? So you teach people how to not feel like that is a wow, that is a burden. To love is a burden. It's not. You teach people how to love, and that is not a burden. It's actually strength. There's so much strength in vulnerability. So we have strength in with Leo energy over here. 8 of Wands in reverse. Take things slow. You don't have to always jump into anything. And I feel like you reject, or you see people that, you know, are not in commitment, or like people who don't want to commit. nothing is wrong with them, but I think that you just have learned that they're not for you, which is what I'm picking up over here. You've learned that these people are not for you, and just because somebody is not on your wavelength or doesn't want exact connection, doesn't want that connection like you do, that doesn't mean that, you know, they're not seeing your value or something like that. People tend to take, you know, we all, in fact I would include myself, we take so many things personally, and gradually throughout life we learn how to not take these things personally. So I feel like you are some sort of love guru. I don't know, I just pick up on somebody who has been through difficult relationships, and I feel like this has not come easy, but honestly just look at how far you have come. It's like love is a universal language, and you are honestly graduating with very uh with flying colors over here is what I see. I'm gonna pull out a conclusive card for you. What mark do you leave on people? Really, you make them fall in love. I think honestly they always feel like someday they're gonna get you back. I think you have not met your match so far. Dragonfly. Truth transcends illusion. The truth is that love is all that we desire at our core being. And that's what you make people realize. You are so strong in your belief that love is what you want. And it's something that you're not going to settle less than for. So pile number 2, this was your reading. I'm gonna leave it here. I really do hope that you found the message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello pile number 3. If you chose the gorgeous calcite cluster, this is going to be your reading. So I feel like you do leave a mark. How do we frame this? Of your beauty, physical appearance. We have the underworld where all things pause and begin again. You're very addictive. There's something very sexually appealing about you as well. I'm getting a woman, she's got an hourglass figure. It doesn't have to be, but you're very physically appealing. That definitely does not go unnoticed. I'm hearing hand of God. Like people start believing in their own path. It's like go in your own lane. There will be no traffic. It's just for me. It's like people learn how to start listening to their own calling rather than listening to what other people expect out of them. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse. So a lot of people are aware of the fact that you have had to work really hard to become this person that is a softer version of themselves. I'm getting like soft girl era. This could also be a soft boy era. And it's like 6 of Pentacles in reverse, where you have not received as much as you have given. This almost gives me like maybe you have had trials and errors in life where you have had to it's not always been the best outcomes for you. You have tried to stabilize your life a lot, and I think that with the underworld over here, I don't know if you have left that mark on people, that even though our relationship or our equation did not turn out to be well, I am still going to keep trying moving forward. It's like you still hold bitterness perhaps, or life challenges where you had put in a lot of hard work. 8 of Pentacles, we have 6 of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, and when the 8 of Pentacles comes out, it's like you're going to keep working on what you understand is best for you in the moment. Whether the outcome comes out to be like what you expected or not, you are still going to keep listening to what your intuition tells you, what your soul tells you, what your intuition tells you, like, hey, let's get going with this is what I want to work upon right now. It's like you are going to listen to yourself no matter what happens, no matter how stupid it seems to other people, again, it's just about marching to the beat of your own drum, and you take 100% liability of how things turn out to be in your life, because you want to listen to your intuition. I see triple three, because triple three for me stands for mind, body, spirit alignment. You are going to listen to what your soul tells you, and then you let your body tell you how it feels about it, and you face that fear, and you calm your mind, and you get everything in alignment. It's like a procedure or a protocol that you follow, to actually, lizard, dream the world into being. It's almost like your soul told you something. It's almost like there's an inkling, there's a download that came from inside. Let's say, like, to start a YouTube channel, okay? And you're just like, I know I have to do this. So you're doubting yourself a little bit, and you're just winging, and you're playing with the thought of it. And then other people are not really understanding your vision in the moment, but you know internally that this is something that you know you should do, and you should give it a try. I am going to put in effort. I'm gonna see. My job is to put in effort. Whether it works out the way it does not, or it does, excuse me, that is not up to me. My job is to try. My ultimate job in life is to keep trying. And I think a lot of people, who you meet along your path, they are very passive in life. I think that you inspire a lot of people, and I think that you could have also been that person. Two of Cups in reverse. There's always this choice in life. There's always a choice whether you want to do this or not. And I think that in life, there's no right or wrong. This is the kind of mentality that I'm picking up from you. This is a very wise person. It's like, heck yeah, I got experience, and I think I can handle myself if things go south. But hey, at least I tried. And it's almost like through trial and errors. With the first card, the Underground, this says where all things pause and begin. It's like it might work out or it might not work out, but my job in life is to give it a shot, and give it a genuine shot. So this can also talk about people in your past relationship. The mark that you have left on them is it's like you make people realize like they really gave their all to this relationship, like they were not bluffing with me. Like this person, pile number 3, was really into me, and they were really giving their all, and that's why now when they have left me, it's like they don't even fuck, because they really tried their best, and now they have nothing to give to me. Saturn, the moon and the Saturn. All the hard work that you do, you will learn something. This is like a very inspirational pile, might I add, because this is about somebody who's gonna keep, pouring themselves in situations, and then they're gonna feel like, yeah, maybe I overextend myself. You always learn. Pile number 3, your best asset is that you're never like not learning from something. You have a very great capacity to learn things. Like you're gonna find something to learn or token of appreciation even while you're watching the lamest show online, or you're watching a fantasy fictional genre or creation. I think you'll find something in anything. And this is the lizard spirit. It's almost like you're a very dreamy idealist kind of a person, but I think the way you move in reality is in touch with your emotions as well. The Saturn really tells me that these things are tough. Okay, these things are tough. It's not easy to always go through things and then still have that level of optimism. I think that you do that by staying in touch with your spirit. I think that that's your fuel. Where how you teach people is that, what, you gotta stay updated with yourself. Do heck with other people, but like I gotta stay in touch with myself. You teach people how to stay in touch with themselves. Just look at this woman. She is really feeling herself. She has the moon in the background. This is Cancerian energy. She's holding some sort of like wand, which looks like a it does look like a weapon, but it also looks like a key to me in the moment. And I think that this person is someone who is listening inside and like, what are you telling me? What door do I need to unlock? Or what do I need to realize to unlock a door? You know, it's like all steps. You seem like somebody who has spent a lot of lives over here. Um, People realize that you are an old soul and you're a visionary person. I'm getting a heavy Aquarius and Capricorn energy. Aquarius being like you're philanthropic. You have original ideas. You know, nothing about you is plagiarized or copied. Like you are original, one of a kind. I feel a very unique soul over here. I feel a person, you know, I mean, of course, if you're going to be so in touch with yourself, there is going to be nobody like you. You're in your own lane and there is no traffic. So, I feel very proud of you because I feel like you are not somebody who's just going to follow the crowd to feel a sense of belongingness. And I'm not at all taking it away from the fact that probably sometimes you do feel like you want to belong somewhere, right? But I think that is where you are. Like there's something about you where I feel like an anointing, or people like feel like you are very divinely guided. You are not somebody to be messed with as well. Maturity, all these manifestations, all that, see, I just spoke about manifestations. There's something about the way you create life for yourself. It's not that you were handed all of these things. I am seeing it, you know, those chocolates that used to come like a golden coin and you had to unwrap it. I used to have that when I was a child, and I feel like it might look to people from the outside looking in that you have a lot and your life is like you know, all lovey-dovey and like just hoity-toity and just like easy and la 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 la. But I think once people get to know you, they realize like how hard you have worked to become this person you are today. That's what I'm picking up with the Ace of Wands in reverse. Like you could have easily just accepted your life as it was and just be like, fucking heck, nothing is working out. But you are somebody who keeps taking up those golden coins. I feel like you just eat it. You just eat those chocolates and you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna make sweet out of it. Even though if it's not real gold, at least I have something. So this kind of experience and wisdom comes from somebody who has spent a lot of times or lifetimes on this planet Earth. With the Saturn, I feel like this is ancient wisdom. You know, I've seen twice the owl totem over here, which is about a lot of knowledge. And you're not somebody, you also leave that mark where I think, I don't know, do you do this where you present yourself to be naive? Maybe you have a baby face. You're not gonna let people know how much do you actually know in reality. It's like you've got your eyes, but you're gonna observe people. You give them the benefit of the doubt. 9 of Cups, somebody who's happy in their own company. Page of Pentacles in reverse. No lesson in life is small. No person hanging around is small. I can always learn from somebody. The Queen of Pentacles along with the Moon in reverse. I am going to allow my subconscious to reveal where I am lacking so that I can fulfill myself. You do something like a creative endeavor which helps you like you stay up to date with yourself. You could be a psychic reader, tarot reader, Reiki master, or something like that. You do something spiritual, or it could also be commercial. You motivate people to also, I'm getting a side note, to, you know, with the Moon in reverse, take care of your needs, take care of your body, because number 333 is very good to get, honestly. As somebody who's leaving an imprint on other people, their mark is like you teach people how to take care of themselves. Maturity is realizing that you have to take care of the body. Maturity is realizing you have to take care of your soul. Maturity is also realizing you have to take care of your mind. And all of these 3 criterias of your life require different attention and prioritization. You teach people how to really fulfill their own cup. This is a person who is doing full-fledged adulting, might I add. This is a person who knows how to take care of themselves and is not waiting for somebody to add to their cup. Yes, they probably feel lonely sometimes, but this is not a person who is looking for somebody to save them through their bruised inner child. This is a person who is genuinely a fully functioning adult. This is a person who pushes other people to take the reins of their life in their hand. Scorpio, you're a very intense personality, and might I add, you are a very intimidating personality as well. People would not like to be in your bad books. Sagittarius, I told you, you are somebody who's like adulting hardcore. Okay, I hope you recognize how far you have actually come in your life. What kind of mark do they leave? I keep getting your physical beauty, the Tower in reverse. Your first priority in life, Four of Wands, Tower in reverse, Scorpio energy again. Your first priority is, I don't want bullshit in my life. My first need in life is, I'm not taking bullshit. Wherever it's not reciprocated, I'm not gonna invest myself. It's almost giving those vibes where stay single till the time you don't feel like somebody adds to your life. Literally, and I mean it. I think you go by this. Four of Wands, like, I am not going to let just anybody come in my life. Queen of Swords upright. We started off with the reverse and upright. You are somebody, when people get to know, they figure out like how much you have worked on your inner child and the adversities, through the adversities of life, to not become a mean person. How much you have worked to become this person who's soft, who's solid, who can spend time alone, who can take care of their hobbies, who can take care of their mind, body, soul, who's mature. It's like, this is a package. Like, I'm getting a golden package. Like, what are you not? Yes, people have flaws. You might have flaws as well, but who the fuck wouldn't want to, like, literally, you know, put a ring on it? Pile number 3. I feel like you immediately make people feel so unworthy of you. Sun in reverse, 8 of Wands. Like, hey, how am I gonna land pile number 3 over here, right? There's such a such an overachiever is what I'm hearing. 4 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Lie detector. I see a lie detector over here. Anytime, you know, I feel like because people really want you for themselves, you're like a badge of honor. If that's not painful to hear, but yeah, you probably do attract people that see you as an arm candy, because I don't know, man, like, there's some people who just, like, when they see that they can't have you because they're not on your level, they can't give you what you deserve. I think that a lot of people from your past, I'm getting a past energy probably, they try to manipulate you because they couldn't give you what you deserved, and these people realized that that was really wrong on their own end. I feel like that's the mark that you have left on those people. I'm getting friends also, they couldn't see your value, boundaries, and now you have stronger boundaries than ever. I am so proud of you. I really hope you know that. I literally want to say that on behalf of spirit. I'm hearing money is coming for you. Oh, I love to hear that. You have the Hermit in reverse. Keep working on yourself. You're unlocking something for yourself is what I'm hearing. Your hater's gonna hate is what I'm hearing. 2 of Swords. You know, whenever I'm getting an advice, like, you know, whenever you're indecisive, what do you need to do? Don't listen to anyone. Listen to yourself. Keep your ideas to yourself and keep moving on in life. King of Swords. You are going to attract that person that deserves you. You will meet your match. Pile number 3, do not settle for less. Lastly, we have the Queen of Cups. Keep loving yourself. Keep reigniting that soft girl, soft boy era within you. It's calling in things effortlessly in your life. Alright? So, pile number 3, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button. Subscribe for more. Hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below. And I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye.